Hello, folks. Welcome to these Railcast. I'm Mr. Conductor, Drew Thomas, and there's White Glover.
Hey everyone. I I got a new chair. If you guys are wondering what this chair is doing here, this is new. Um yeah. And so anyways, today we are going to be talking about the studio that made Wallace and Gromit Chicken Run and other things called Aardman. Um yeah. So, if you're unfamiliar with the Chicken Run sequel that's coming out, well, it is coming out. It's a direct follow up to the original Chicken Run film from over 20 years ago. And yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. It's going to Netflix, and yeah.
Yep. Anyway, I think my favorite movie out of all of it is probably Flushed Away. Like honestly, Flushed Away was the bomb. Like our family quotes Flushed Away a lot.
Cool.
We all love Flushed Away.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman, they're great. Kate Winslet, honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
All the other cast members, wonderful.
Yeah, and my personal favorite one out of all of them probably is Wallace and Gromit Chicken Run. They're all my favorites. Um, why don't we talk about the history of Aardman and how did they and how did they start?
Yeah, I did a bit of research skimming before the Easy Railcast. That was, of course, right after I came back from the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah. All right. Peter Lord and David Sproxton began their animating partnership at school. In 1972, they registered the name Aardman Animations. After graduating, they moved to Bristol in 1976 when they produced their first professional production, creating more for the children's programming Take Heart. So that's how they got their start in Aardman, and yeah, a couple years later, they did a lot of they did Creature Comforts and a bunch of other animated stuff. They started making Wallace and Gromit years before it aired on TV in 1989 with their first short film, A Grand Day Out. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool. And then they made two more. The Wrong Trousers, which was nominated for an Academy Award, and A Close Shave. I think The Wrong Trousers won the Academy Award, and so did A Grand Day Out. And Close Shave also won the Academy Award.
Doesn't
And
surprise me.
yeah, pretty good. And then they decided to make their first full length film called Chicken Run, which came out over 20 years ago. And now the sequel is coming out on
Yeah,
Netflix December 15th, and they made their Wallace and Gromit feature length film called The Curse of the Were Rabbit, which came out in 2005.
and the aforementioned movies were created by DreamWorks.
Yeah, and those movies were created by DreamWorks. So yeah, they partnered up with DreamWorks to make Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were Rabbit. Then they kind of shifted away from stop motion to CGI animation to make Flushed Away, which
Yeah.
was their final film with DreamWorks. I don't know, but
Hmm.
then they made the Pirates, the Band of Misfits, and
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one. Yeah, and then
Around that,
they also gave Shaun the Sheep his own show after his debut in A Close Shave.
yeah. I remember seeing it on Toon Disney.
Really?
This was strange because Lionsgate was owning Aardman at the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
in which also around that time, for some reason, they were also working with Sony to make, well, um, Arthur Christmas and Pirates,
Uh huh.
which I like Arthur Christmas. I haven't really seen Pirates yet,
I had no.
but yeah.
I don't really see Arthur Christmas as an Aardman property. I pretty much see that as a. I pretty much see that as a pretty weird animated film.
Yeah, despite the fact that Aardman made it, which
Which
is
is, I
actually
think, is
strange.
that one's way too different because of the way it looks. Um, yeah, it's just a little bit weird and different. I just like I like I like their style too. Their eyes are too close together. They have big noses and yeah, and they switch out mouths and take pictures of it, and they animate those later on. And yeah,
Yeah. Now, the big question about Dawn of the Nugget is, will DreamWorks be working on this one, or will it be Lionsgate?
none of those studios are working on it. It's Netflix.
Oh, just Netflix is doing it.
So yeah, Netflix is doing it, and unfortunately, yeah, Ginger and Rocky were played by Julia Sawala and Mel Gibson in the first one. In this one, they're played by different actors, and this time Rocky
Yeah.
is played by Zachary Levi, and yeah, he's also got the Spy Kids reboot coming out. But we'll talk about, I think we'll talk about the Spy Kids stuff probably in the next CZ Wellcast.
I could just talk about Shark Boy and Lava Girl too, because, well, yeah.
Yeah, we won't forget that. And
Yeah. Hudson's comment also has me pondering and questioning. Well,
Why revive Miss Tweety? I thought she was dead. I don't even believe it's the same Mrs. Tweety. I don't really think they're bringing her back though. I don't know if it's her daughter or what. I don't know
yeah.
if it's yeah. I don't
Mhm.
even know who could that. I don't know. So I don't personally believe that that could be the same character. It's probably just a look-alike. I think yeah. So Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget. Yeah, and in this one, Ginger and Rocky have a daughter named Molly, which I thought it was a good addition. And most of the cast reprise their roles too in this one, which is pretty
Yeah.
good. And the
And Tyler
trailer they
Malton should be
yeah, and the trailer they put out a couple days ago did did interest me. I just hope that it's good as just as good as the original and hopefully not a rehash. Um,
there.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, in the first one they escaped from the farm, and then in this one they're breaking into the factory.
Yep.
Which yeah, yeah, in the first one they were stepping away from being turned into chicken pies. In this
Hmm.
one they are breaking in, and then they didn't give me much. They gave me some. So yeah, so
I
far I saw that the
yeah.
Ginger and the gang are breaking into the factory, and then that's it. I don't know what caused that, but once the movie
Yeah.
comes out, I'll see.
Hopefully, the machine will be less terrifying, like the pie machine. That scared the hell out of me and Wyatt.
Oh wow.
Honestly, I'm gonna mention on my traumatizing childhood movies list that's coming up. Yeah,
Do you
I'm gonna
think
get a childhood trauma list.
do you think the Never-Ending Story traumatized you when you were a kid?
Not really. I mean, I found the Swamp of Sadness scene kind of sad
You should
because,
also do a
well,
video. You should also do a video on the saddest movie scenes in history and include that.
I not
Yeah.
a lot of movies made me cry, but Toy Story 3 hasn't made me cry.
Yeah. Um, anyways, either way, I have not seen Creature Comforts, Early Man, Pirates Band of Misfits, so I can't really comment on those. I've seen Arthur Christmas and I thought that was interesting, but when I look at it now, I see it as a totally different animated film, like way too different because I had no idea it was made by Aardman until recently, and I thought Aardman, what, dude? They completely changed their look, way too different for me. not my kind of Aardman. So
Hashtag
yeah,
not my Aardman.
yeah, that I did not like the way they changes the way they make their characters. If Arthur Christmas was either stop motion or claymation or CGI animation, I would have kind of liked it even more. Um, but nope, it didn't work. Then they've made a couple of Shaun the Sheep movies too. The one from 2015 and the sequel, Farmageddon, on Netflix. And yeah,
I heard say they're getting a Christmas movie.
yeah, and they're working. What? Oh yeah, Aardman
Yeah.
recently this year they collabed with Disney and Star Wars to for Star Wars Vision season two. To yeah, Star Wars Visions is like different types of styles of animation. So Aardman was one of them, and I think that machine I don't know what it's called from A Grand Day Out had a cameo in the background of it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it did.
Hmm. There are some other shows made by Aardman, like Angry Kid. That was funny. Angry Kid is funny. Like honestly, it involves this kid who just, well, he swears. He he pretty much just bullies his friends and his sister, and his father, who's an off-screen character, is just always, like language, son. And well, then there's Rex the Runt. Haven't really seen much of it. Only saw a clip from a UTTP user video that was made out of me. And well, then there was Morph. Don't know what Morph is.
Morph,
And
Morph. That's just a simple character that they made. Orange claim and make it small, yeah. And they also did creature comforts, which I haven't seen much of either. Um, then what else? Oh, they made. I think they also made Pengu.
nah, that was actually a different animation company.
I think so. Okay.
Yeah, Aardman did not make Pingu.
Oh, I honestly thought
Nope,
about that.
nope.
Yeah, and yeah, so, or
Pingu's freaking weird.
yeah, Aardman. Yeah, guys, Aardman's a British animated company where they do clay animated stuff.
Yeah.
They're now in partnership with Netflix to make some of their stuff. Like,
So they left Lionsgate.
yeah.
Hmm.
Um, Either way, if Aardman were to make theatrical films again, I think they would partner up with Universal and DreamWorks again or Lionsgate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they since most Americans except me and Drew don't appreciate Aardman that much, except for the Brits. And yeah, is it just me or is it just me or me and Drew are the only ones that appreciate Aardman because of their style? I have like
Well, I mean, my family likes Flushed Away, and they've seen Wallace and Gromit, Were Rabbit, but well, I think there might be. I think Mr. Crizzy, aka Alec Behan, it appreciates it. There's quite a bit of. There's actually quite a bit of Americans out there that appreciate Aardman.
oh yeah
However, most of the fan base comes from, well, Britain, because
yeah
he's a British.
and yeah you can also they also have some Wallace and Gromit like statues in England. You can take pictures with Gromit sitting down on the bench reading the paper while Wallace behind us with his trousers, robotic trousers, I say. And
Yeah,
yeah, you can take pictures with them as well. And they've had some events to like Gromit Unleashed a couple years ago, and they also like working on a new Gromit Bristol, which is going to be in 2025. And so, yeah.
yeah.
What else?
Hmm.
They're also working on a new Wallace and Gromit film, which is going to be on Netflix next year.
Who's the kid who's gonna voice Wallace?
I don't know who the new voice. Oh, when Peter Sallis passed away, they did continue working on some more Wallace and Gromit stuff, but they
Yeah,
did make an app that I don't think is available here in the US, but are only available in the UK called the Big Fix Up. And it's basically like an AR thing where you get to build like have like contraptions from their short films. And yeah, they also, yeah, and Wallace and Gromit had a mini series called Cracking Contraptions, and they're all available to watch on YouTube too. Or if you have the Wallace and Gromit DVDs, they're on there as well.
yeah. I think we only have. I think the only full length movies we have is Chicken Run, Arthur Christmas, Flushed Away, The Rabbit, and however on Amazon Prime, included with Prime are the original Wallace and Gromit shows.
Any, you know, I'm not sure. What else was I going with this? Um,
They did work with Hits Entertainment when they were releasing when they
yeah,
were releasing Shaun the Sheep and Timmy Time, which Timmy Time is a spin-off of Shaun.
yeah, and they then collabed with Hit Entertainment to work on a matter of loaf and death, which is like which is like a bread maker with a killer with his bread roller, and and yeah, it's kind of an homage to a matter of life and death, and so yeah,
Yeah.
and so we if I had to give my own personal ranking for the Wallace and Gromit films, I would say starting from bottom from the top, the bottom, A Matter of Loaf and Death, my least favorite because I kind of thought it was a little generic and a little
Yeah.
weird.
Oh,
And a a little too dark for a short film. But even though it's supposed to be, even though there's no gore, no blood or anything, it is a little funny. And then that fat lady, dude, really
yeah.
crazy. Like she's a bitch.
Yeah.
And um, let's see, four a close shave. But by the way, four through one, they're all pretty good. They're all just like pretty great.
Yeah.
Four a close shave. Four was it? Four a grand day out. Three a close shave. No. Three the wrong trousers. Two a close shave, and then one the curse of the wild rabbit.
Uh, I think the way I rank it is Loaf and Death is down. Third one, a close shave is third. Second is Grand Day Out. Number one, in my opinion, The Wrong Trousers. I love that short.
What's number two?
It was Grand Day Out.
Where's the curse of the wild rabbit?
Oh, I lied. That's gonna be number one because that was a great movie. Cracking
Uh,
Conjunctions doesn't really count because I just consider it shorts.
yeah, for my own ranking, I just include all of them. But well,
Oh, you do
not including cracking contraptions because that's a show.
remember we do have Shaun the Sheep movie. We don't have it on DVD. We have it on Vudu, which is pretty much how we watch stuff. We just use streaming.
Cool. I prefer Blu-rays and DVDs. They're my
I
way of
agree.
watching films. What else was I? Oh yeah. If I what else was I going to do? If Hmm,
Hmm.
it was
Um,
if any of you are wondering, um, yes, I turned 21 this past weekend, and there won't be an easy roadcast on the 29th because I'm going to be going to Vegas. Yeah.
next on the 20th. Yeah, the 29th is gonna be on the same week that the new Happy Tree Friends episode comes out.
Oh, nice. Um, and then any any uh any projects you want to announce that are coming up?
Uh, Still trying to think of the next episode of Drew Thompson and Friends. I should hopefully get an idea tomorrow. I've been getting a lot of ideas, but well, so far I've just been lacking. However, I have been planning my movies, although it might be a bit of a setback because, well, my girlfriends come with on the vacation, and well, I don't want to just film the whole time because.
Yeah.
So yeah, which that's when I'm going to be filming the next Halloween movie. And obviously for Christmas, I've pretty much already announced it. I'm making the Percy Express, and so far two people hate it, but well, can't please everyone. If they don't like it, they don't have to watch it. Can't please everyone. That's what they all say.
Hmm.
If I can show you this, if I can show you this will be different than well the Tom's Express because one, Percy's pulling the passenger train. Two, it's gonna mostly focus on Percy, Cuddles, and Flaky, and Mr. Conductor and Petunia. And I think that's the sleigh bell receiver. The first gift Christmas receiver is probably gonna be well, you have to find it for yourself. Who will
Oh,
get the first gift of Christmas? You have to find it for yourself by watching that movie.
all right. Um,
Even special, I might just I don't know, do like a Polar Express returns to Sodor thing. I like the Polar Express returns, and well, my brother just dropped the F bomb. You know. Anyway, I am I am also planning on adding new characters. Obviously, I will introduce the new characters in the movies, and well, yeah.
all right.
And before you ask, it will not be Molly McGee because that ship has sailed. That has like Molly McGee's never going to be in another project.
All right.
Like honestly, and it takes and for some reason, well, I don't think he still thinks that, but well, yeah. But we're not going to talk about him because he's in the past. Yeah. Well, anyway, I might release some DVD openings, and well, yeah, it might be a double feature DVD opening. Not to mention that, well, I will also be hopefully sharing the news tomorrow on the well progress of the new coaster Rookie Racer and whether or not the train's going to be open tomorrow
All right.
because it's been closed for a year now, and I'm hoping they get it fixed. Well, oh my god, the train is fixed. They just need to clear the tracks at the Rookie Racer construction site at Six Flags, and then hopefully Tommy G should be out of that shed. He's been in that shed for pretty much all year this year.
All right.
And yeah, not to mention the St. Lucie Emerson Zoo Line Railroad just turned 60 a couple weeks ago, so happy 60th anniversary to that railroad. I have a pen somewhere. Oh, it's up there, which I've shown in an image. Uh, Music videos, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I'm not sure if I'm going to release the recreation of Sweet Caroline or if I'm going to make a new music video, but yeah.
All
But
right.
I will also be reinstating the Halloween intro for my from last year to from my Halloween episodes. However, I think I'm going to remove the message from Marge Simpson, or maybe actually it'll jump straight to the misconductor message. Then when I say roll it, that's when the Halloween intro plays. I would have to alter it removed the part where we mentioned bonus music videos because I don't do those anymore. Maybe because they take up episode time and yeah. Oh, I will also be making for Halloween Tom's Paranormal Activity 2,
Hmm.
which, if you've seen the first one, then well, yeah.
Hmm.
And before you ask, Diesel 10 will not return to this one.
Okay. What else?
As well, yeah.
Hmm. I've enjoyed Wallace and Gromit has always been my favorite part of Aardman. They're a very great duo. I enjoyed seeing Wallace inventing stuff on camera, but I've always loved seeing Gromit act with no words, just the body act with his body language, use his body language to communicate, no words at all, because he's a dog. No, not
Actions
that
speak louder than
dog.
words.
Dog. Yeah. Originally when they were in the works of doing a new Wallace and when they were first coming up with Wallace and Gromit, originally Gromit was gonna talk originally, but they went with the idea of having him use body language, which I'm really glad that they did. They
Yeah.
also released some DVD games and they released
Oh, yeah.
Gromit's story. I don't know what it's called. Um, yeah,
Oh, that's
told
a
from
good origin
told
story.
from the narrative of Gromit.
Yeah.
Um, um, ah, anyway,
I still think that I do like Wallace and Gromit, but I think the best Aardman duo, in my opinion, is Roddy and Rita Malone's.
I have no idea who they are.
The main characters flush away, Roddy St. James and Rita Malone,
Oh,
who is well the main characters.
oh,
Rita
Flush.
has the Jamie Dodger boat, and obviously, Roddy was that upper crust rich rat who was pretty much living alone with a bunch of dolls.
Hmm.
I love the use of popular music too. Like, there's a lot of great music in that movie. Like, seriously.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love the Wallace and Gromit theme song and their chase theme, which
I love the chase themes.
and you've used it a couple times, have you?
Yeah, I featured the um, Wrong Trousers chase in Flipping Cuddles Watch THX, and I've also used it in, I think that was it actually. And then I used the other chase, the Close Shave chase music in my recent episode, The Great Healer Rescue Part 2.
Cool. Um, I've made like a couple of Wallace and Gromit films. I've reversed the Curse of the Royal Rabbit trailer. I've made them watch the THX logo on their TV from uh their TV contraption short from Cracking Contraptions, and yeah, it was
Um, I don't think I've. Well, then again, I featured the chase music from Wallace and Gromit, but I don't think I've really referenced it. I might reference them in Across the Hit first because, well, yeah. Oh no.
yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think we be able to get going. Think
Yeah.
next week, next week, I think we should. Uh, I have no idea what we should do next week, but maybe we'll talk about Spy Kids. It might be something different.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, guys, we don't usually. By the way, guys, we don't usually prepare for these easy casts before we start. So maybe next week, what else have we done? What else have we done on the Easy Wheel cast? We've
You thought we're running out of ideas? Oh dear.
yeah, I've ran out of ideas. We've watched some VHS
Well,
openings. We've watched DVD openings. I was thinking that we could watch more. next week.
Yeah, we could do that.
All right.
That would actually be fun. And better yet, we should watch the multiple VHS openings in one video.
All right.
But just make a huge cacophony, and it's just a wall of various VHS openings all on the screen. Like, look at all those VHS openings. Not really, it's just trains.
All right. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this Easy Wellcast. Sorry if this was boring in the end. We have nothing else to say about Aardman. Aardman's a great studio. I really hope they continue on to make Wallace and Gromit stuff and Aardman. So thank you all for watching this Easy Broadcast. This is me, Andrew Thomas, to Real in the Easy Broadcast, and goodbye. And
Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Hopefully, we do some better next week.